Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's and I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the Destiny 2 beta, and I'm sorry that it's a bit late. I thought Devil was going to do this, but it seems that he's going to be really busy and he hasn't got the time to play the beta at all, so I'll fill in for him. Uh, just on the quick note, me and him really enjoyed the first game, so yeah. Well, let's actually get to the second game we're talking about here. There's three segments in this video. It's going to be the single player, which you're seeing now, the strike missions, and then the multiplayer at the end. Single player, as you can see, the graphics look really good, especially this moment I'm playing here. The skybox looks amazing, and all around it just looks really good in the single player portion. Now, you'll see later that it takes a hit in the strike missions. Multiplayer seems to go back up, but strike doesn't really seem to have the graphical fidelity that the single player does. On the single player, though, it seems to be really intriguing. I really do like the way it was going, but they try to force down this comedy stuff down your throat, and hopefully that gets changed, because Bungie did this with Halo and it just did not suit Halo whatsoever. But as you can see, it's the same as the first one. You got the alts and all, which I played as the hunter here just to see what the hunter was like, and he is pretty OP, especially compared to the Titan, sorry, especially compared to the hunter, which I'm playing as now. Now this is the strike. Now as you can see, when I get down to the ground, I know it's in a dark space, so I can't really compare it in contrast wise, but it really does look nowhere near as good as the single player does. And you'll see when I switch to an assault rifle, as you can see, the rifle looks pretty ugly to say the least, actually. Um, but the strikes itself, though, I really enjoyed fighting this boss. This is the final stage of his fight. Really fun to fight, and overall, definitely shows that Bungie has learnt from the first game, which the strikes in the first game were good, but it wasn't until the big update with the Taken King they started to really, make really good strike missions. Um, as you can see, it plays the same as the first game. It's exactly identical in terms of controls, except for the fact that they still haven't changed the melee button, which I thought they were going to do. See, in normal shooters, the melee button is usually the R3 button. You push in the analog stick, and that's it. This, it's R1, which I don't really like that, but what can you do? Hopefully, you can map the buttons to your layout if you want. But yeah, as you can see, it's really fun to play the strike missions. But as I said, the graphics did take a hit in the strike missions. They're nowhere near as nice looking as the single player. Even the multiplayer itself looks better, which I know it makes no sense considering strike missions technically are multiplayer as well. But I'm talking like actual multiplayer, which you'll see at the end of the video, which is your standard Crucible match. But playing as the hunter here, I didn't get to play as the Warlock. I played as the Titan, as I said before, just to see what he's like. He is overpowered. He was in the first game too. Playing as the Hunter. Hunters seems to be the same. He's a bit overpowered. Maybe all three are, I don't know. Um, but as you can see, the ult for this one is kind of, it's not as good as I'd say the first one in the first game. There you go, just did a little dance there. But now we get to the multiplayer. Now, a multiplayer was one of the best features of the first game, and honestly, it's the same as this. I mean, I did pretty well. We were getting our arse kicked at the end, but it was really fun nonetheless. And as you can see, the graphics seem to be a lot better than the strike missions as well. Anyway, the connection issues, I've had none whatsoever. The first Destiny, I had no issues with the connection either, and this one is continuing on that trend. Connection issues are fantastic. I've had no issues with any of the multiplayer modes in this beta. Hopefully that carries on to the full game, which I think it will, because Bungie has always made really well polished games. But yeah, that's really all I can think of. I mean, as I said before, single player is good, except for the cringiness of the you know comedy they're trying to throw down your throat. Strike missions are great, except for for some reason the lack of graphics in some parts of it, and the multiplayer is great as ever. So yeah, that's all I can think of. And if there's anything else I missed, I apologize, but I just had to get this video out because I know the beta's ending really quickly. So yeah, because I thought the beta was only for people that pre-ordered the game. Turns out it wasn't. It was for public as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for our upcoming videos that we're going to be making. And yeah, that's really all I can think of. This is Private Mittens. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, guys, and see you later.